So today I thought we were going to do a Valkyrie guide. So basically I'm going to go over her abilities, ways to play her, tips, everything you can think of really to do a Valkyrie. So starting off here, we'll very quickly go over her abilities. I mean, a lot of people are going to know these anyway, but you have her passive, which is VTOL jets. We'll learn a lot about them in a minute. It's just where she jumps and has the jets to go up. Her missile swarm tactical, which is just a little missile strike, and the skyward dive, which is basically a redeploy. She can also scan rings because she's a recon character, and she has a special ability that I will show you later when she flies in, and she can she puts rings around people, and it's kind of a recon. It helps with recon, and it can be very handy, to be fair. But I'll show you some gameplay of that later. So let's get into this. So first of all, her main thing is probably her VTOL jets. Now her VTOL jets are these things. You can jump around. You have your little fuel pack, your fuel on the right there, and it shows how much you got left, and it does recharge after kind of 5 seconds or so, and it slowly goes back up. So there's a few things you can do there. Gameplay wise, there's a lot of stuff I'll show you on the building over here. I'll do it in a minute. But starting off, you can there's two settings. On console, you have this Jetpack Control setting right here. Now, toggle is what it is set on as standard. Now, toggle is you tap it twice and it just constantly moves. So right now I'm not pressing any buttons. And to cancel it, you have to press it again. Now, this also makes it so if you would like to stick a wall jump, you you kind of do a bit of hovering sometimes. So that is kind of a reason why PC people don't seem to like Valk too much, and it kind of puts them off. Because honestly, there's some wall jumping, and the whole mechanic of movement, wall jumping, and all that stuff is a big part of a very good player. So a lot of the big streamers and stuff, I'm seeing are complaining about that. But on a console, you can press toggle and you can wall jump all you want. You can do little wall jumps there, you can wall jump here. To be fair, sometimes it does do that still. It's if you hold the button down, but yeah, you can wall jump 90% of the time, to be honest. It's but sometimes it does look like you're wall jumping when it has actually the thingy. Actually her VTOL jets. But yeah, so first of all, that would be my first tip. Put it on hold. I honestly think it's a lot easier to control. You hold it to go up, you let go to go down, you can tap it if you want, and you keep way easier to control. So that's my first big tip there. The next one, you can obviously go up, forward, backwards, left, right. There's not much more on that really. Next thing I want to quickly go over is go over here. So for me, there's two ways to fly. I will mention also I've got about 500 kills of Valkyrie. I've got the 20 kill badge. I've got 4K. I do know a fair bit about her. Used her for kind of over 100 matches already. So yeah, I have a decent bit of knowledge. I hope. So first of all, flying a distance. To be honest, it's not much faster than running. It's more to do with her jet is more for height. But you can, if you do want to fly somewhere, if you press and hold it, I will put a timer on screen to see how long this takes. So this is me just holding it for as long as I can while pressing forwards, and you drop down and you can see you land pretty much on the end of this. So yeah, it's about 100 meters you can travel. So if we run back over here, now there is another way to do this. You can do that way, is probably a bit easier to get shot because you're just kind of going up in one single line, one like arc. If you were to do it like this, am I recharged yet? Yeah. Right. So yeah, if you do that and press and hold it, and you kind of tap it as you go. Obviously you're going up and down, the arc of you is a lot harder to hit, and you can go, as you can see, about the same distance. It's near enough here. So, I mean, the second one's obviously a lot better for dodging, diving bullets, things like that. So I would recommend doing that one, if you have a choice. So next one I'm going to do is go up to this building and have a quick look at some stuff to do with these VTOL jets. Just a few tips that I've kind of come up with and used myself. So, buildings like this. With Valk, obviously, you can just easily fly up. If there's a team on top and your team are all below, you don't want to be that guy that just does this and lands on top. Because no, 3 people here, one turns around, maybe you'll get a bit of damage on one, but you're going to die. Simple as that, because you're up here on your own. You want the best chance to get a knock possible. So if you're going to do that and fly up here, just don't. That's your death, and we're letting your team down altogether. So for this building here, this building's on Kings Canyon a few times, and I don't think it's actually on any other map. This is more of a Kings Canyon type building. But anyway, they all work the same. You just got to find the areas to use. So on this one, there's 2 options. One, fly to the roof. Now, obviously, they're really easy to control. These are the jets. You just forward, back, and stuff like that. And it's actually quite hard to get shot up here as well. So easy damage, easy place to go. And yeah, that's my first one. And my second one would be, let's go down here. It's just to kind of go around like here, and just play like here. Like, you have the head glitch. You have an advantage just like that. She's also very loud, so if you rotate around the building just like I did then, it does make it a lot harder for people to see you. So for example, if there was a team on top of this building, maybe they were focusing my team that were like down here, say, they'd definitely hear me if I use my jets, but I could easily just do this, and they'd think I was coming up there. You can hop around the back and hold down. Now magically you're up behind them. Now they might be smart enough to hear you, but you'd definitely be able to get one of them off guard. If one of them was shooting, then they probably wouldn't be able to hear what's going on around you, and you'd have a bit of time to do that. So that there is it's a very good how to scale buildings wise. She's very handy. Like with Pathfinder, you can just grab one, maybe you can grapple like the side of there, but you don't have much control. With Valk, it's very different. The movement's a bit slower, but there's more to it. The next thing is zip lines. Say this here, obviously if you went up this zip line, you get like this little bit here. You hear, so people hear a zip line come in, they're going to all focus this. This is what they're going to look at, because this is where you're going to end up. Say if there's people just like waiting for me here, you could easily just drop off and they'd be like, oh, he dropped. But now look what you're doing. Go around the back of them, or go up top. And that's the difference with Pathfinder. Like it's the difference here is the movement in terms of if I landed here and wanted to go up here, get a bit of damage here, done a bit more, go up top, maybe heal up a bit. Then by that time, hopefully teammates can come over and do a damage, get a knock. And even if you're low, for example, I've done this a few times, and I'll hopefully get some gameplay of it because I'm trying to get some gameplay out for after this bit. I've jumped off buildings like this. People will follow you off, and you just go back up. Unless they're Valk or Pathfinder or Horizon, they can't come up to you, and even if they do, they don't have the control that you do. So you always have the advantage on movement, and playing around like 3-story buildings is so nice with Valk. It's perfect. If you play it well, you should win most of your fights around buildings. So the next thing to go on to is I'm going to go through her missile. To be honest, the first one, that one is to say that has got the most tips in it. There is also another way to fly I will quickly mention. If you press the jumping button, you can like press hang on, let me just let it recharge a minute. Let's recharge it. Yeah, if you press the jumping button, press LT, you level yourself out so you can kind of move around on the same level. Yeah, don't use that. To me, I don't really know what that's actually going to be used for. I'm not sure what the advantage for anyone for that is. But yeah, don't use that. So next thing, the tactical, which is the missile swarm. Now, basically this thing does 25 damage. This is going to look a bit misleading, but you see it does 25 to all them. That is what it does. It does 25 damage, and it does give a good stun. Now, the damage is nothing. Don't worry about the damage. It's the stun that you want to work around. So a couple of examples of stun. Say around this corner, this is a guy here. You can press it and just shoot here. Go back in. And that guy's stunned now. Easily kill him. Really easily kill him. No, I didn't kill him. But yeah, easy kill there if you stun someone like that. Because if you catch someone in a wide open, you stun them, they have no chance of moving. So the next one I have is, obviously you can use them like that. You can also use them just by flying up and pressing LB. If you hold it, you go really still. Now if you do hold it in aim, you kind of hover in the air, as I'll show you later a bit more. And you don't really want to do that. What I'd recommend doing is the other way to use them is to fly up and then use them, but drop at the same time. That way you're always moving. You don't want to be sat. You don't want to be in the air for long, stood still, because it's easy to get killed in midair. And the last one I mentioned about these, the missile swarm. It is called a missile swarm, right? Yeah. So a little tip for you: if I go to halfway here, then hold the tactical button down. As you can see, I'm just spinning. I'm in the air, just looking where to put this. But look at my little jet fuel, my fuel kind of counter on the right, where it says flight mode, and underneath that it is very slowly going down. Now I am hovering pretty high right now. Now I'm not sure who this is going to be a tip to, maybe like an end game play, or if you're trying to maybe rat, I don't know. But yeah, it's you can stay in the air for a good like 30 seconds probably if you get it right, depending on how high you want to go. But yeah, weird little tip, but could come in handy. So finally we have the, let me just quickly go using, there's not much to really say about this. It is basically all three, you going up a balloon, like one of the big balloons on the maps that you go up. If you go up one, you just go to the top, take off, and that's about it. It's probably a bit harder to shoot the Valk ult than it is a balloon, because I think it's a bit quicker. But basically, yeah, you do this. If you have teammates with you, they can grapple onto the sides of you, and you can also take them with you. So it's basically one big redeploy. which is really nice. Once you get that initial kind of 2-3 seconds, you want to be in cover to use this at all times. If you are in the open, it won't go well. Now, as you can see, when you're flying with Valk, you get a green UI. It's a bit different. When you're in game, I'll show you in a minute. It's a bit of gameplay I've got earlier for this one. But yeah, you get like a green icon fly around people to like highlight where they are, and it's very easy to kind of pinpoint who's who. And as in the gameplay in a minute I will show, you can see that I see it's like there's two people quite split, so I kind of take them one-on-one, and yeah, it works really well. So it does have its handiness, and obviously you can scam rings as well. But that is the main things that I can say about Valk really. Her tactical ability does go really far, although it's kind of pointless if you stun someone that's miles away. The best thing you can use for is either an initial stun, or if you hit someone for like almost death kind of thing, when they are one shot, you can kind of shoot this at them and finish them. So that's probably the best use for that, to be honest. It does once again do 25 damage. Ignore it's just loads of things being there that it does that. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. I will mention this one. I do this a few times. There's some big zips that go straight up, like the one near Hammond on Olympus. If you go up it, people are obviously going to hear a zip. You can easily just jump underneath like this. And then magically, quite quickly, you are behind them. And another thing I will mention, I'm not sure if this is actually a tip or so, but most people will go up and just like jump off like this. And you don't really want to do that. And you also don't want to like land like here and just land and shoot people. You want to try and make yourself have an advantage all the time. And I think I think when you like when you mantle stuff, it's slightly quicker. You can get your movement back quicker. It feels like you can anyway. So you do that, and you can just slide straight away. I think if you try and like don't quite get to the top when you use Valk, it actually could become an advantage for you. So I really recommend using that. I'll try again here. If you just like, yeah, it might not be, but it just seems like you're a smaller hitbox there, like a second, and you know it might make a difference at some point. But that's pretty much it for her abilities. We'll go into some gameplay now. I'm going to try and get some live gameplay going and see what we can do. So I got most of the clips of this recording on a live kind of basis, but this one that I decided to put in first is just going to be me commentating over it because I just got the gameplay and it was pretty cool. So this is endgame, and I used the height on this building and area really, really well. It's more towards the second fight, but as you can see, this guy takes the height as Pathfinder. I follow him up, do almost kill him. He's got like 20 health left. And then me and my Wraith teammate just follow the guy, and eventually he does just die inside the building. So then the next team roll up on us right now, like mid-bat. I'm like, oh god, I can hear someone coming. So I quickly think, let's take the height again. Now this height here is quite inaccessible to someone who's not got like the grapple or a Valk and things. So like a Wraith couldn't get up it very well unless she climbed well. So it's a good place to go. And then obviously these two people are pretty confident, so I'm getting a bit worried at this point, and I just take the height again, and the Valk decides to push, destroy her, and obviously that's because of the height. And then I stay on the height again, get a bat off, and the Wraith here is just kind of stuck because she's underneath. I finish the guy, so it's a 1v1, and I have the vantage point here. What the Wraith should have done is probably waited for me to move, but he may not have been pretty boring. And then eventually the Wraith just walks up. I think she walks up on just here, and I do like 200 to her flatline. So jump on her, and really good way to just use height on that certain building. There are ways to climb up it, but it's just not very quick. Climbing makes you very vulnerable to getting shot. So yeah, nice little endgame win there. And someone else is resin now. The way I took height there was pretty good. There's someone underneath me still walking around. He's actually resin. Where are you? Right there? Oh! I did not kill you. What a guess that was. I actually didn't even see that guy. Ah. What I said earlier is this, it gives, okay, so one's over there and one's here. Very early knowledge for me there. Now one's next to me, and this guy's open. If I could aim with a flat line, he'd be dead. How is he alive? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get a kill with start. Oh, you. So I can just. So I probably, if these people were a bit better, Like these people are, they're a bit slow, to be fair. And I should have killed the rampart a lot earlier, but it was kind of a good interpretation of what you can do. With the height, as soon as that rev came around the corner, I just took height, and at that time he has to climb up. Like it's impossible for him to get to me that quickly. And also he ulted and he didn't even think he used it rev for. I can hear people near me. Oh yeah. See if why couldn't I just do that? Now that guy just died real quick. So I know there's another car coming out. This is gonna be a different team. Where's this guy too? I'm trying to get my finishers up, so try and crank a quick finisher on this guy. Someone's getting finished. How does your mate not come and try and help? Must hate him. Oh, he is coming. He's coming. But he's on this side. Yeah, you're trying to sneak in to get that. Run into it. What do you do? I need to see me wing on bullet. I don't know why. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, see if this works. I think there's two teams there. One each side now. Obviously I've not won from one team. There's a guy underneath me, see. And because I took the height so quick, obviously this is more of a height play than an actual Valk play. Because you could have done this with Pathfinder if you wanted to. Oh, hello. Had the same door as me. Just grab that real quick off you, and both them. What's this here? This guy might have rezzed if I've only got one kill. Oh, that's from behind. Okay, so now I'm really in the middle of two teams. I'm going to try and take the height again. That must be a whole different... What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't think I'm safe anywhere here. Jesus Christ. It's dangerous. Come on, come on, come on. I got it. Still silent, so I can't even do anything. Gonna throw back this so you can walk around. Try and put some cells. I don't know what team's who's on. There's a rare. Okay. Yep. Okay, so there's one down on that team. So if I push, oh Christ, God, it's done him. That's how it's done someone quite well. So I don't know if this is a 2. I'm not one of them, but I don't know if they finished. Take that though. Yeah, I don't really know what the yeah, as well. Okay, there's still people here. They might even be on the height. Okay, there's one. That's the one I knocked, so. I might even kill him. It did. So that's how handy the stun can be. Like that moment there. Oh my! I didn't even see that guy flying up. If he jumps down, I'm gonna go up. Okay, where's that red box? So I planned on not making this video too long, but honestly, with talking over all the stuff that she can do, it was like 10 to 12 minutes. And now the gameplay, I just got a fair few clips to add in this from Valk, and I just wanted to kind of showcase them all and thought why not. So, you know, it's a long video. Again, a lot of my videos have been quite long on this channel, but I know some people like long videos, some people don't, but we'll see. So if you learn anything from the guide, leave a like, comment, do whatever you want to do. Honestly, Valk's really good. There's nothing too negative about her. She's kind of got a bit of everything. She's got a fun bit of movement about her, and you can actually, there's a lot of good plays you can do with her. There's obviously a few plays that you've seen in the gameplay, but honestly there's so much you can do with her, and she's great fun. I really recommend, even if you haven't tried her, give her a go, and hopefully this guide has helped people out. I'm currently on about 500-ish kills of her. I'm going to just try and grind out as many as I can this season, and go from there really. So I'm going to be trying to upload another video soon, and if you have any ideas of videos you want me to do, leave them in the comments. But cheers guys, that'll be all for now, and thanks for watching. Peace out for now.